Love Consultant present. 10 signs your wife is cheating at work. Husbands must know. Infidelity can happen anywhere, and the workplace is no exception. It is not only married men who can be involved in infidelity, but wives too. Wives who work as career women are certainly not always at home taking care of their families. Her time is divided for work matters. Well, it is not impossible if one day a married woman is involved in an affair with her coworker. Husbands should be wary if they find the 10 signs of a cheating wife at work that we will share here. Indeed, not all career women are prone to cheating. However, if you see these signs in your wife, you should suspect her. Number 1. Excessive makeup. Try to occasionally pay more attention to your wife's makeup when she goes to work. If she usually only dresses simply with light makeup when she has an affair with her colleague at work, then now her makeup becomes more wow. This special makeup is not merely to maintain her appearance, but to attract the attention of her mistress. In fact, to produce this more than usual makeup, she is willing to wake up earlier and spend longer time struggling with her makeup tools. Number 2. Frequently comes home late. Have you ever found your wife coming home later than usual? Not just once, but she keeps coming home late with a myriad of excuses, whether it's because of overtime at the office or attending a dinner with a relation. Occasionally, the excuse is acceptable, but if it keeps repeating as a husband, you have the right to suspect her. When your wife often comes home late, there's nothing wrong with finding out the truth. Ask her coworkers or just follow your wife secretly. You might be embarrassed to look like a stalker, but you can't accuse your wife without evidence, right? So, before getting angry, just look for the evidence first. Number 3. Constantly checking his cell phone. As a career woman, your wife must be busy keeping in touch with her colleagues, clients, or boss through her cell phone. However, if the intensity of checking the cell phone is getting more frequent, including on holidays, it is likely that she is waiting for a chat or call from her special someone. Most people wouldn't wait to be contacted by a coworker or boss, especially outside of working hours. If your wife shows great enthusiasm in checking her cell phone outside of work, it could be that she is waiting for another man to contact her. Number 4. Suddenly want privacy. In married life, there should be no secrets. Since marriage, both you and your wife should be open with each other. However, if suddenly your wife wants privacy, such as forbidding you to check her cell phone or when receiving a call she prefers to stay away from you, you should be alert. A sign of a cheating wife at work is that she suddenly wants privacy, even though you were always open with each other before. The privacy she wants is just to cover up her affair tightly. Number 5. Serving the family in a hurry. As a husband, you can certainly feel your wife's sincerity when she serves her husband and children. Unfortunately, you can no longer feel her sincerity when your wife has an affair at work. Instead of doing it with pleasure, your wife serves her husband and children in a hurry. She also tends to serve her family just to fulfill her obligations. Why would a cheating wife serve her family in a hurry? First, she most likely has an appointment with her mistress. Secondly, your wife no longer serves with sincerity because deep down, she does it out of necessity just to fulfill her obligations as a wife and mother. Number 6. Frequent trips out of town. Working as an employee must be ready to be assigned anywhere. However, if you feel that in the past your wife was rarely assigned out of town and now the intensity of the assignments has become more frequent, it could be that your wife is spending the night with another man. Without intending to think badly, it is normal for a husband to feel suspicious that his wife often goes out of town under the pretext of work. Occasionally, try offering to accompany her out of town. If she refuses with 1,001 excuses, try to find out more about whether your wife is really cheating or not. Number 7. Look happier after work. For some husbands, a happy wife after coming home from work is normal. They mean that the wife is happy to see her husband and children again. Yes, in the first few months of work, it is very natural for a wife to look happy after coming home from work. However, if she has been working for years and is suddenly always happy after work, this could mean that there is someone who makes your wife happy at work. After a long day of work, your wife may feel tired and exhausted, making it seem impossible to always look happy. However, you also can't just accuse her without evidence. It's okay to be suspicious, but you have to gather the evidence first. Number 8. Attitude and behavior change, attention reduced. It is natural that people who cheat must change their attitude and behavior towards their partner. There are two changes that may occur. First, her attitude becomes sweeter to cover up her guilt. Second, her attitude becomes more indifferent and her attention decreases. If you find changes in your wife's attitude and behavior, make sure that these changes are based on a reason. For example, she's having problems at work, so she's becoming more indifferent. If you don't find a good reason, you can be sure that there is a third person in the work environment that makes your wife change. Number 9. More irritable. A cheating wife will be more easily offended by trivial things. For example, when you don't pick up her phone, she gets angry and keeps bringing up the issue. Your wife's anger is an attempt to cover up her guilt for being involved in a scandal with a third person. When your wife is easily offended by trivial things, you should be more patient and sweet with her. Make her feel even more guilty because you didn't turn angry at her. Number 10. Suddenly stopped working. An affair that takes place in the office will surely be discovered by other coworkers sooner or later. The name is cheating. Of course, all things must be kept secret. In fact, as much as possible, other colleagues should not know about this. A wife who suddenly stops working without any problems with her work environment is indeed suspicious. The reason is, two people who are in an illicit relationship certainly cannot maintain this wrong relationship in front of others. Indirectly, one of the two parties must give in and stop working so that their affair is not detected by others. The above signs do not necessarily mean that your wife is actually cheating on you. However, you must have strong evidence before accusing your wife of having an affair. As long as you don't have strong evidence, your accusations can definitely be refuted by the wife, and there will even be arguments between the two of you. Hopefully, this information can provide positive benefits for all of you. Tell us your opinion in the comments column. Happy greetings to me, you, and all of us.